Alright, finally tonight we get some proper NEL action. Of course, the previous game was very fun. Arteezy proving he can win regardless of what he builds. But definitely didn't make it easy for his team there. But finally, some ticketed actions. Hope you guys get some items. But let's introduce the teams. We've got Pretty Boy Swag. We've got Peter here drafted for that team, followed up by Papa D. Believe that is D Flow. Warden here once again, off of a game earlier. Carry Visage, we'll see what he does this game. Ryu Borez, of course, the reason for the Pretty Boy Swag. Tag, going to be taking the mid lane perhaps. And Pandago, we've been seeing a lot of him as well. Meanwhile, for the Radiant, we've got Mason, hashtag road to NEL. I think that might be a short road, because I'm pretty sure he's already here. As we've got Jaw, once again, likely to be supporting. Demon, coming into the game with his very funny Steam icons. Arteezy, that's going to be the 3. And Squallish, not actually sure who that is, but we've got some bans coming out. Peter takes out the Bat, very unexpectedly. Just kidding, very expectedly, as Mason will be taking out the OD, the lane dominator in the mid lane, or the safe lane if he finds himself there. Of course, shut down by a couple heroes, but don't want to play those heroes. Ban OD, and they take out the Visage as well, trying to thwart any early aggression. Nyx Assassin takes the fall from Peter, and quickly the Abaddon, and then the Dark Seer Weaver. So look for that Saguchi Ion Shell combo to come to fruition a little later on in the game. We'll see how they lane it. Dark Seer, such a strong offlaner. He'll likely be there, and if not there, in the jungle. Weaver, likely to be a safe lane, but we'll see. We need some more picks to really decide where they're going to go, as Mason looking for that second pickup now. And it goes for the Naga, again, fairly expected there. Top tier support pick right now. Even Abaddon, pretty up there as well. So they go with the Naga. That's a nice net, stun. Armor reduction for the Riptide, and Abaddon, Miscoil, pretty decent nuke, and of course, Tri-Lane versus Tri-Lane, hero that Abaddon, as well as the Visage. But that Aphotic Shield can come up big in the early game, really all stages of the game. But it really shines in that Tri-Lane versus Tri-Lane, as Razor will take the fall. So they ban out OD, they ban out one of the OD counters in the laning phase. So we'll see what Mason is actually really thinking with that. Maybe they want to go for a Nyx, maybe they want to try to get an Alchemist. But I think they may need to ban it. Darkseer Alchemist proves to be a very strong combination later on in the game, as Peter now looking to ban one more.
Reserve time.
Oh, by the way, some people saying nice, can't wait to see Ryu play. His stream is up as well, so of course, leave mine on if you're already here. And if you're watching in-game, make sure to check it out, twitch.tv/FMBPDota. And I don't know the exact link for Ryu Borez, but I'm sure you can find it. The internet is a useful tool, so make sure to turn on all the streams for everyone streaming in NEL right now. And yeah, spread the love, support NEL. And of course, the ticket now, I believe it's $4.99. Make sure to pick it up. I want to be eligible for items, of course. Going to be a lot of fun. And support NADotA as a whole. As the game really going to get exciting on Halloween with the team showdown. Teams will form. Games will be thrown, perhaps. And we'll see who can come away with the prize money. And I think most of that, if not all of it now, is actually going to be coming from the ticket sales. So make sure to pick up that, as we've got Alchemist picked up. So really no surprise by Peter. They want that Darkseer Alch combination. Kind of surprised it wasn't banned. They target the supports with that Rubik ban out. And meanwhile, while I was talking about the NEL, we've got Peter banning out the Bounty Hunter as well as the Potom. So yeah, the Potom, some hate this game. It does really line up nicely, that arrow with the Naga net. So likely taking out for that reason, as Mason will go with the Elder Titan and the Naga. Do we smell a Medusa? It could be coming up here. Those are sort of a trifecta, I guess, if you will, of sleeps and stat-reducing heroes. Absolutely. And of course, the bonus damage turning into stone form from the Medusa ults just really makes the Natural Order and the Riptide from Naga so powerful together. We'll see if they decide to pick it. Pretty Boy Swag does have one more ban, so maybe they take it out, as one more pick for them here as well. Going for the 4th pick. They do need a mid. I mean, Alchemist, he's kind of fallen out of favor in the mid lane, kind of how he creeped back into the meta, but then quickly his potential was realized in that free farming lane. And yeah, pretty much where we see him now. And they have it, so they will likely not go aggressive. So Weaver probably will go mid, and Darkseer will be in the off lane. Bane to support that Alchemist, and a Necrolite picked up, interestingly enough. Heartstopper Aura can be pretty annoying, and actually Mason, right when I first started casting NEL, which was maybe like 3 weeks ago, I did a couple games. Mason drafted Abaddon Necrolite about every game, and they would kind of lose in the early stages, not get too far behind, but the heal between those two and the sustain, it's going to be a carry Necro, by the way, they would just push, and they would teamfight for 10 minutes straight, and it would be fine, because Necro's Sadist Aura is absurd when he kills heroes. It's like 200 mana regen if he gets a double kill, so look for them to definitely just go full throttle down the middle of the map here, maybe around the 20-minute mark or so.
Seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Got it. Mike should be working in-game right now. Sorry for anyone watching in-game. You've missed a great analysis here, as well as a call to purchase some NEL tickets. But if you're in-game, you already have it, so I guess that doesn't matter. But make sure to let me know in the stream chat. It should be working now. I don't think the stream was affected at all, though. Alright, check it out now. In-game. Check, check. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, it is up. Could have been an MC in another life, as Peter will be taking out the puck as that mid lane control hero, and the Coddle actually going to take the fall. So yeah, I think that kind of proves that they really want to push the Necro and the Abaddon together. They take out the Coddle. Of course, that Illuminate's so annoying to walk into when you're just trying to push towers. And yeah, they go with the Luna. Ow, actually. Trying to stick with Team Purple. Alex got a little purple in him, and of course Luna, Bane, and Darkseer. But yeah, she'll be a great hero with the auras. We'll see where they try to lane her. And yeah, Arteezy going to be going, I'm only going to assume mid lane Nature's Prophet right now. I've seen it enough to realize he does it a lot. And if you are listening in game, I guess my mic wasn't working. Apologies for that, but I'm Helium from FMBPDota. So make sure to check out the stream, twitch.tv/FMBPDota. It's in my name, no excuses. And make sure to turn on the stream for everyone streaming NEL right now. Help support the league, as well as the players, of course. Viewers are very important to us who want to stream, and just help show your support in every way possible as waiting for the heroes to be picked up by their respective players.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright. I wish there was an indication that the mic thing was on inside of the game. On the Pix band screen would be nice, because of course you don't see it as a caster. And I actually didn't have my virtual audio cable thing set up. I closed it, which it wouldn't have been working anyway. But, alas, let's get into the game. So we see a Luna, you don't see it often. Where will it be going, actually? Let's see, we see, maybe mid lane, I think, actually. Yes, it will be.
New game hosted.
Oh, IXDL. Okay, so Peter will be taking that into the mid lane, so the Luna. It could be interesting. Darkseer Pandago will be going a Darkseer here solo safe, it looks like. Meanwhile, Ryu Borez. No, okay, scratch all of that. Ryu Borez looking to potentially go to the off lane. Maybe some sort of weird 2-1-2 as Papa D, D-Flow there, is behind him. What's up with Pink Theory Crafting? Yeah, seriously, what is this lineup? It's kind of strange. But Papa D there. On the Bane are going to be supporting up. Top lane, we've got Warden. I was about to say, you don't pick Alchemist to send him in an aggressive tri lane. That's just silly. So he will find himself defensive. Darkseer going to go into the jungle. Luna into the mid lane. And then we'll see if they just leave the Weaver down here. But for now, we see Bane as well as, yeah. Oh, that's my ping. We've got Mason here going to be carrying the one roll right now on the Necrolite. Behind that, we've got Ja on the Naga Siren, of course. Haven't seen him play that hero too much. It's usually been the Spirit Breaker or the Visage, as well as a Demon. Going to be playing the Abaddon, so a bit of a different role for him, but he can come up pretty big on the support here, as we saw him making crazy plays the other night on Disruptor as they find Ryuboras, and it does look like Bane will be sticking around, so just trying to really slow down the Necro's last hits, and I think that's probably a good idea. Fairly item dependent, definitely level dependent there is the Necro. Mid lane, meanwhile, is Squalish on the Elder Titan. I feel like he's going to obliterate the Luna in the mid lane. I have never seen this matchup, of course, 1v1 in mid. Astral Spirit, it's a big burst, and I think Luna is going to be having a tough time there. But meanwhile, up top, will be Warden solo safe as a result of the strange lanes, and Arteezy going against him. Should do pretty well, but of course Greevil's Greed, not skilled yet. We'll see if he gets it at 2. Maybe we'll go Acid Spray to try to do a little better in the laning phase, but of course Greevil's Greed is going to be nice. And Arteezy will definitely be leaving the lane around level 4 or 5 a couple times to maybe support some ganks in the bot. As it is 3 versus 2, why not make it 4 versus 2? And that Sprout definitely going to help out, so... The net, though, on Ryuboras to go out. So the first line of aggression in the bot lane are their sentries. Demon has 2 of them, so he could just drop one in the lane to try to zone out a little bit more. But not doing it yet. The pings come out. They really want it. Bane down here, he's wasted all of his mana right now on the Enfeeble, so that does hurt. 20 damage there. It's not going to be great for him. No mana for Saguchi. They've got the sentries, but of course they don't need it. There's no Saguchi, and this could be the first blood. Ryuboras, the Aphotic Shield will explode. That's going to be it. Demon grabs it. The items, the holy items, they get handed out. If you were one of the lucky ones, congrats. But they're back online. First blood going to be picked up here by Demon. That Aphotic Shield proving its strength. Diving the towers. Doesn't really matter who the hero is. Quickly, though, Ryuboras. No, the Aphotic Shield is there just in time. And now he's going to have to Saguchi again. He will drop, but the damage has been done. Is there a sentry? There is, but there's really nothing to follow it up with. But hey, Demon finds a ward, and suddenly it's 1-1. So the sentry not all bad. Drops it, finds a ward, so maybe got kind of lucky there. Really nothing to hold him afterwards. Their one stun had just died. Arteezy, though, meanwhile, 8-3 in the top lane. How well is he pressuring the Alchemist? 5-1, so pretty close. And he actually is going Acid Spray, so Arteezy doing a little bit of work to kind of shut down that explosive farm that we're accustomed to seeing on the Alchemist. As now Squalish mid lane 9-0. Peter 16-7, actually doing really well. That Aura, I guess, coming up big. And of course Lucent Beam, pretty big burst damage as well. Elder Titan, pretty tanky. Expect him to go to the 0-4-4 build, maxing Natural Order and of course Astral. Just get the burst damage up for himself and the whole team, as Mason could be in trouble, getting pretty low. Bane, however, very low on mana, spamming out these Enfeebles just to disrupt the farm of the Necro, who's 7-2. The off-lane, duo lane, picking up another kill. This is pretty big here. A lane with just 2 people in it, picking up kills. That hero is so skillless. I think it's just talking about his lane, of course. Demon will save his teammate Mason, just barely, lives with about 18 HP. But an offensive duo lane is 2-1 against a defensive tri-lane with an Abaddon. So far, Peter's Theory Crafting doing very well right now. Clearly showing why he got picked up by Dignitas. And in the mid lane, a little frustrated by the burst damage there by Squalish, but of course attacking for almost 100 damage already. Peter does a lot himself, and of course that burst gets him pretty low. And he's dominating the mid lane farm. And we find Darkseer out here in the jungle. Of course, it's jungle creep, but he's doing well. 29 last hits right now. And even a bit of rune control there. Not going to go bottle. I wouldn't expect him to. And no, already has, actually. Alright, so, yeah. Okay, I take it back. Definitely needs it to sustain the burst damage. And, of course, just regen the health. Not even so much the mana, but wants to be spamming the Lucent Beam as much as possible. And, yeah, close to 6. So, of course... if no kills happen before 6, I'd have to give that advantage to Peter. He'll have the Lucent Beam up, or the Lucent Beam, excuse me, the Eclipse up pretty soon, and that's going to really hurt anyone if they try to gank or go one-on-one. Might see Peter picking up a kill. Even if he does go down, picking up that kill will be worth it here at the early stages. As Warden, 3-2 the build, 3 in Acid Spray. No points into the Greevil's Greed yet. But we'll see. He'll get there. He's farming okay, not really. 14-1. Just goes to show you, I mean, Warden's a great player. Of course, maybe Arteezy a little more notable, but Nature's Prophet is a strong laner. Absolutely. Maybe a little help coming in from Pandago right now. Has one in vacuum. Wants to throw Arteezy back a little bit. The stun is coming. Of course, the aggressive build for Warden. Arteezy will be dropping the vacuum just in case he was TPing. Really just looking for the extra damage. Don't want to have to dive that tower any further. Pandago gets a kill. Pretty boy Swag. They're up 3-1 right now. And they've got the 2 top farmers in terms of net worth. Same thing. 4 of the 5. Wow, top net worth there. Although neck and neck, and even the other 2 aren't too far behind. As was he forced back? I think Squalish was maybe forced back to the mid, from mid lane by Peter on a Luna. Maybe like you see this in pub games a lot, but haven't seen Luna mid in a long time. As we go bot lane, that aggressive duo lane will pay. Of course, Bane was going back for mana. It looks like. As Weaver, Ryu Boris maybe gets a little too aggressive there, trying to go to the side shop and buy, I can only assume, trying to finish the Bass. Gets the Ring of Health up as well, so we're looking at a, trying to go quick Lincoln still, despite being in the aggressive tri lane. He's not getting a ton of farm there, as we will just go back to the farming. A little more telling as nice. The first Eclipse of the game from Peter, going to be used. They take down the Elder Titan. What in the world? It's because Elder Titan is not of this world. He crafted it. He doesn't respond to that. As Peter, though, picks up a kill. Definitely a misplay there, despite my lame lore puns. Peter picks up a nice kill. 35-12 on the last hits. 1 kill for him. 4-2. Pretty boy Swag. The jungle is so relaxing, says Pandago. I would agree. He's already got the buckler up as well, so he can jungle effectively. And he can come top and dive some towers if they want. We saw Arteezy go down earlier to Pandago, and now Warden with the Chemical Rage. Maybe looking to dominate this matchup just a little bit more. You can see him chasing there, slapping away. And yeah, Warden, let's see where he's catching himself up to. 27-3, but more action in the bot lane potentially. Mason could be in trouble. He's got the treads up. Sleep goes out onto Jaw. Do they want to try to dive this? Looks like Demon will miss coil. Needs to aphotic shield himself or somebody. Not going to use it yet. Uses it now. We'll go after D-Flow. Raibora's leg dragging on the ground. Does he still have that sentry? No, Demon did use both sentries. Actually, Jaw has one picked up, so they could do this if they want. But here comes Peter looking to take out the Naga, and looks like Naga probably will be going down to this as Raiboraz scurries away. Bane will get the kill. His second, he's 2-0-1 actually right now. As the Dire Courier. Oh, sorry, I thought it was the Radiant. Take it back. Demon still chasing. Will the Aphotic Shield be enough to kill Raiboraz? No, it will not. It's only level 2, does about 140. And he's going to drop, so getting a bit dive happy. Pretty boy Swag at doing the early game better, and then, yeah, the Radiant getting a little crazy there. And, yeah, feeding a bit, I suppose. 3,000 gold right now, 5,000 XP lead just because they did the lane so much more effectively. 1 up top, 1 in the jungle, a duo lane in the bot, and then solo mid, of course. So doing the XP a lot better, and it's showing. And the fact that they're head in gold and have an Alchemist with no points in Grievel's Greed, that's not good for the Radiant right now. Peter looking to maybe get another kill. The Earth Splitter goes out first of the game. Not going to grab anybody. Actually, Demon there on the high ground looking to maybe help out. Can't help out. And now he could be in trouble. Pandango's coming down. He's spotted out Demon. Questionable plays here from Demon, actually. And now he's going to drop once again. Denies himself. So the more items, the better. So cheer for those denials by the Abaddon. And mid bot lane, actually. Wow, the Reaper's Scythe. Coming up big there. First use of the game on that ability. Getting yet another kill there for the Radiant. Make it 3 for them, but 8 for the Dire. Now Warden top lane. Looking for one more point. Into the Unstable Concoction. And then Peter, probably the biggest Go Black fan in the world. Usually he's got it in his name somewhere. Changes his name to it straight up when he plays Treant Protector.
I have no reason to lie about such things.
Bane picking up a smoke, so looking to be an active support. Again, 2-0-2. Has not taken a death yet. Which definitely boding very well for him as a support. He is level 6, so he buys that smoke. Perfect timing. And we'll smoke around mid there. We're actually no wards anyways, but, you know, being quite the player that he is. Picking up the smoke going around here. And that's Elder Titan likely to die as Peter gets pretty aggressive. Uh-oh, they scouted him out. Now they know. Maybe a misplay. Peter's not there. And, oh, Fiend's Grip. It's getting pretty tough with the vision. He's taking tower hits. This could be a risky affair. Will Brain Sap? Oh, they get it anyways. They didn't even need to use the Fiend's Grip, actually. The Eclipse is thrown out by Peter. Runs past the creep wave. Eclipse onto 1. immediately bursting on the kill. So they use 2 big ults, the Fiend's Grip and the Eclipse there. But at least they get the kill. And in the early game, really, I think that's all that matters. It's probably more important to just go ahead and use the big abilities if you know there's not going to be any counter initiation, to just get the kill early. They need to shut down the Elder Titan. And so far, Peter going to be doing really well in this game. In terms of net worth, he's first, actually. So we'll switch over to that. Past the 10-minute mark now. Time for the net worth graph. It tells all as the mechanism comes out on the Darkseer. So that's Pretty Boy Swag with a mech. Boots 1 in a bottle on a Darkseer at 10 minutes and 20 seconds. But Peter leads the net worth at 4,300 gold right now. Arteezy leading for his team, so doing well in the top lane. Maybe looking to go down here. Warden chopping through the trees, has the Quelling Blade, comes up big. Peter even wants to roam here, and with his aura, maybe they're just going to go for the push. And meanwhile, bot lane, they're actually defending a push of their own. The Radiance, with that Abaddon Necrolite heal I mentioned, they lose the early game, which they're doing. So Mason looking to win this with the Abaddon Necro push. But so far, team fight, no one down yet, despite an Earth Splitter going off. Pandago continuing the chase. He's got a mech up. Has he used it already? It is on cooldown, so he threw it out already. No one going to be going down right now, as maybe Riot Boris continues the chase. No one's really that low, so they may want to get out of here. There's no Fiend's Grip. In 10 more seconds, it's actually up. Uh-oh, Squalish. That was a dangerous check. And the Aphotic Shield, could it buy enough time? No wall yet on Pandago. Doesn't want to take his first death. Will be netted. Nice sleep by Papa D. But these... Oh, no Reaper Scythe either. So still, this team fight, everyone's so low right now. Alchemist kills Arteezy again by the time this team fight develops. No one down here. Arteezy drops. That's why you don't get Midas first, says Warden. And that 1v1 matchup, you definitely want to face. Finally, John the Naga Siren takes out a kill. It's the Bane. His first death of the game right now. Riot Boris falls as well. Here comes Peter. No Eclipse, because it was used in the mid lane. Wants to get Squalish. Looks like he maybe will. Trying to juke through the trees. Won't get denied. Peter had the aggro of the trolls. And Warden killing another troll. Arteezy drops. Has the Midas first. Going straight for the Shadow Blade. And that 1v1 matchup, a lot of times, you want to finish up the phase. Of course, to contest the last hits a little bit more, but he did well at that. He's at 60. Warden now catching up, actually surpassing at 64. As there's still a dive happening. No, okay, just a couple down here. Warden, he's pushed 1. Wow, 1 tower pushed already. Luna came up to help with that, I believe, and he's looking to get the tier 2. But hold that thought. More action in the bot lane. Demon, the first one to discover, level 5. No borrow time. He is gonna fall once again. Vacuum from Pandago right into the Fiend's Grip onto Arteezy. Arteezy, third death in a minute right now, as Necrolite could be in trouble, but no, the stomp from Squalish. Pandago continues the chase, has the surge, and once again, about to be 15-5, 10 kill advantage on the way. Papa D with the double kill. Here comes Peter to clean up Squalish once again. That's like his 3rd or 4th kill on Elder Titan alone. They get the tier 2 top. Do they? Warden to stun, gets the last hit. Bot lane, the tower drops as well, and back top Jaw in trouble. Will not die. Acid Spray. If it was a little further out this way, maybe you could have got it, but not the case. Warden, though, doing very well. Back into the CS. Looking for that Battle Fury build, perhaps. He's got it about finished up here. Despite the rough early game, kills Nature's Prophet, I think, 2 or 3 times. And now he's right back in the game. Gets those towers down, too. And looking to farm up. Midas, Battle Fury, very, very greedy. But, of course, his impact later in the game will be monumental with those items in that flash farm. He doesn't have Midas. What am I saying? Arteezy went the Midas. Take it back. So, of course, that's the smarter choice. Warden, just a Battle Fury to help farm up. One or the other, please. Either Midas or Battle Fury on the Alchemist, depending on the game. As Papa D getting a little aggressive, feeling pretty good this game. 4-1 and 4. Trying to suicide himself as Weaver coming in. He actually does not go down, and here's Peter. No Eclipse, but of course he does hit like a truck. Now getting focused up on multiple fronts. The bugs are on him. Wants to get Arteezy. Can he get out of here? I think he will just be able to. No one dies there. 11 kill lead right now for Pretty Boy Swag. What? Elder Titan. Really far down there. What was he trying to do? Check his items out. No wards, and I don't really know why you would be warding that cliff on your side of the map at that time anyways. But, yeah, maybe Riot Boris just being really aggressive. Going for the sort of tanky fighting build. Going with the Cloak, 15% spell resistance, and then, of course, the Ring of Health to regen. So yeah, he's battle ready. He's 3, 4, and 6. In terms of last hits, he's probably not very far up. Only 34. His net worth, though, 4,000. It's not too bad. Well, like, yeah, I guess Bane's the only support here, so he's above the team's support. which probably explains the insane gold lead right now for Peter's team. Does he draft for Dignitas, actually? Does anyone know in chat? I'm actually kind of curious. As a 12,000 gold lead, and of course the XP lead even more at about 14,000 because that landing stage worked out so well for them. As Warden with the Battle Fury, even the Battle Fury getting involved here. Which kind of surprises me in a game where he could have went Shadowblade maybe and just grouped up and really fought early, because they're already so far ahead, you might as well push the advantage. Why let Necro try to catch up? That being said, he's got a mech right now. He's not going to be farming nearly as fast as Warden, who will be 6-slotted if he keeps up this pace pretty early on, and I don't think anyone can out-carry that on the side, or even out-Magic Burst that on the side of the Radiant. Pretty Boy Swag, sitting pretty. As Warden getting pretty close to dying. Squalish wants to continue to chase, throws out the Earth Splitter. There's the Fiend's Grip on him, though. Arteezy will go down. TP's right into an Eclipse. A bit of a mistake. Double kill for Peter right now. That's an interesting name, receiving those items. And it's always sad when your Naga dies after the sleep in the Acid Spray. Warden stuns himself, blocks it. Oh, the Lucent Beam was almost there. Now, road to NEL. Mason, uh-oh. The road back to the Radiant Fountain. That's too long. He won't make it. He goes down. And will buy back, actually. Warden, once again, I'm not sure what he's doing. Trying to commit suicide there, apparently, inside those trees. Can't seem to get out, as they now are pushing onto the Tier 3 tower in the top lane. Yeah, someone noticed, and someone in chat noticed that other name. A little ridiculous. As road to NEL, in trouble. Pandango, wall onto one. They get it. Lucent Beam. Peter onto a monster kill right now, doing work this game. There's the sleep. Is there any follow-up? Demon will go ahead and run out. And I think that one stun in the bot lane actually kind of hurt them early on. I don't want to play this, says Mason, clearly, as he just kind of looks like he fed right there. They call the GG. Well, we get to a ticketed game, and it's almost more ridiculous than the games before. Arteezy builds real items. Well, does he? Didn't really get to anything. 0-5. Either way, I'm Helium from twitch.tv/FMBPDota. If you're watching a game, make sure to check out the stream. I'll be bringing you all the ticketed games tonight as they come, so make sure to check out the stream and enjoy.